there, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to an America's Adventure. Back a little bit earlier than I expected. There is a big reason for that and we'll show you in a second. 2 games played since the last episode when we smashed Peñarol but got smashed by Flamengo. 2 very frustrating games if I'm being honest. The Libertadores group stage against Oriente Petrolero of Bolivia. We only won 1-0. We absolutely destroyed them. It was one of those games. Got the early goal. Couldn't get another one. Then we had a home game against Juventud. And again, absolutely smashed them out of sight. And they went 1-0 up 10 minutes from time with a penalty. Their only shot on goal. We just went all out attack. And Gianluca Coya got his first goal for the club. One of our young prospects who... I was delighted for him, and the reason, what it does do is it leaves us top still of the Campeonato, and that is where we are going to leave it, because we have a new job. We are going to go to America de Cali in Colombia. There's a couple of reasons for it. One, I've already won the league in convincing fashion with Nacional. I don't really think that we're going to be able to make a serious impact on the Copa Libertadores with them, and financially everything makes sense at America de Cali. Look, we've got a transfer budget, 3.2 million. That's outrageous. £110,000 wage budget. They want to sign players to sell for a profit. Happy with that. 2-year contracts for first-team players. Yep, they're in the Sudamericana, so it's a step down continentally. They are. We'll have a look at their league table in a minute. They just want to be competitive in the Primera, semi-final of the Copa Colombia. But this is what I like. From next season, they want us to win the league, and that gives me a lot of hope because that means they're going to give me the budgets to do all that. So I'm going to start the negotiations, and we're just going to accept it. It's job done. We are taking the job. So let's just fast forward through for it to come up. Here we go, the little news item. We have been hired. Nacional are going to get 70 grand. Got the best manager winner as well. I don't remember seeing that. We're 17th with America de Cali. I'm quite happy with that. We will turn it around, I have no doubt. So what we're going to do in this video is we are going to schedule a press conference. Yes. Is we're going to have a quick look at the club. Basically, we're going to see what sort of players we've got, because I haven't looked. I have no idea what the squad is like. Basically, they are 17th in the Liga Betplay de Mayor, so they're quite low down, but they run on an average point system, a bit like they do in Argentina, and they're 6th in that, or we're 6th in that. It's now we, not they. So no danger of relegation, even if it's a pretty poor season at the moment. Season preview does have them finishing, or have us finishing 3rd. So I assume it's basically it's 38 games, I imagine. Oh, number of matches 56. Wow. Okay, what's this Categoria Primera? Is that okay? So you got the Apertura and the Class. Why is it 56 games? That doesn't go at all, because if you played each other 3 times, it'd be 57. Why is it 56 games? That is mad. It will all come out in the wash, I'm sure. So yeah, we've got loads of time to pull them back up. We're only 3 points outside the the continental spots. Only 11 points off Medellin at the top. Obviously, the big teams, Medellin. If we have a look at the past winners, Deportivo Cali, who I'm guessing are our big rivals, they won the second phase with Medellin winning the first phase. America de Cali won the second phase in 2019. It appears they didn't do anything in 2020. I'm guessing their season never started because of COVID. Terms of most times won, it is Atletico Nacional. Most points in the season is us with 143 back in 90. How the hell does a team get 56 games, I guess? Wow. Fewest points in the season in 1953, Atletico Bucaramanga, who are currently bottom as well, I think, aren't they? Oh no, they're 11th, but I think on the average points are in the bottom 2. Right, doesn't matter about that. Let's have a look at our finances. So we've got 8.5 million in the bank. We do have 3.2 million in the transfer kitty. 100% of revenue is made available until we pull in just under 32 million. Then it drops to 60%. Got a guaranteed minimum of 2.3, well under the wage budget. Even with committed spending, well under that wage budget. Plenty to play with there. Liking that. Do we have any transfers coming in? We do. So, on the 3rd of July, we have Juan David Rodriguez. Whoa! He looks good. He's currently at La Equidad. He's coming in on a freebie. He looks tasty. I like the look of that. And Ignacio Ramirez. Oh! Ooh, I'm happy with that. I'm sure he scored a couple of goals against us for Liverpool. I'm happy to be getting him in. Liking that. They come in on the 3rd of July. Do we have any transfer clauses that are sellable? Duvan Vergara. 20% of the profit made. Or we could get just over $500,000. Okay, we don't need to do anything about that at the minute. Oh, he looks good as well, doesn't he? But it's good to know that that's there. Didn't really lose anyone big last season. Right, let's have a look at the squad then. Oh, what I should have done, I should have had a look at the tactics, shouldn't I, before what they were playing before I took the job. That's annoying. Right, in terms of goalkeepers, it's looking like Joel Gratterol would be our first choice. He's definitely been the first choice since we've been here as well. Yeah, he looks all right. I'm not going to look at every player now. Wow, they are in some seriously bad form. We're going to have a look at the kind of the standout ones. Let's stick it on ability. Carlos Sierra, midfielder, is one of our best players at the minute. Bit of a stalwart. He's been there a few years. Played over 100 games for the club now. Very experienced. Decent looking player as well. Should do well for us, I think. Who else have we got? Just had a look at Guatemala. Marlon Torres, 25-year-old centre-back. Yep, like the look of him. 5'11", not the greatest for a defender, but he's got decent anticipation, so he could probably read the game. And then the height isn't that much of an issue. Juan David Perez. Oh, he's right-footed but can play anywhere there. So whether I play an inside forward, whether we play wingers, this is the thing. You see, the idea was I was going to take the job, have a quick look around, and then play our first game because we've got one in 6 days against Atletico de Cali. But I figured I'm going to want to get into the squad, get into the staff, have a look at all the youth players and everything, and just see what is happening. So yeah, this is just going to be an intro really to the team. We've got a 4.5-star potential there in Emerson Batalla. Oh, he looks good. The squad is better than Nacional's. It really is. Hinestrosa, yeah, again, looks decent. I mean, I'm really happy with this. What have we got in terms of... I'm not 100% sure that we're going to be able to do the 4-2-3-1 here as things stand. John Arias might be able to do it. He looks half decent. But this is the beauty of moving clubs, isn't it? You know, you may have to change up the tactic that you use. You might have to play a completely different formation than what you're used to. That's one of the beauties of taking on a new club in a completely new country. I've never managed in Colombia before. Let me know in the comments if you have. And that was another reason for taking the job. If I hadn't won the league already with Nacional and totally dominated it, I maybe wouldn't have looked to move on. Ooh, Adrian Ramos. Wow, he's still kicking around. Doesn't look very good though. I probably won't be keeping hold of him for long. Yeah, that was part of the appeal. I wanted to go to Brazil. Funnily enough, Chivas came up again for the second time. I applied for it and again didn't get anywhere near it. Didn't even give me an interview. So that's going to be one of those jobs, I think, where I'm just going to keep applying for it and never get it. It does really, really interest me as well. Schedule then. Let's have a look. Who have we got coming up? So we've got as I say, we've got Atletico de Cali, who are 19th, so we should be able to win that. Then we've got Atletico Nacional in the Copa Sudamericana preliminary. It's away, and we drew 3-3 in the first game. So we're already up against it in that. Away goals used if scores are level after 90. We've got to go there and win the match, which is going to be tough against another Colombian team. Why are we playing another Colombian team? Surely that shouldn't be allowed. Oh, that's going to be really hard. We're not going to do that. We're going out of the Sudamericana straight away. That is not good, is it? But that'll be the next video, I think. Two trips on the road. We'll take in those 2 games. It's stats, isn't it? Yeah. That's going to be really tough. They're 3rd in the league as things stand. That's going to be really, really tricky. But you never know, do you? You never know. I might come up with a wonder tactic. Let's just have a quick look then before we sign off. Just at who our rivals are. Our captain is Juan Pablo Segovia, who is 33-year-old centre-back. Who, yeah, looks all right. Probably will keep him there. He's left-footed as well. I always like having one of each. Vice-captain Rafael Carrascal, decent-looking midfielder. Liking that. At the moment, I'm thinking 4-3-3 because we don't really look like we've got an AMC. So I'm thinking 4-3-3 at the minute. Maybe a narrow 3 and then wide wingers or inside forwards or something like that. And then a striker. Possibly, we'll see. I might go 2 up top. I'm not sure yet. Carlos Sierra, we had a look at him, didn't we? He is listed as our key player. So the midfield looks good. Hinestrosa is listed as our hot prospect. So yeah, he will probably get some good game time. We have got money, and I am tempted to go in and try and get Leonardo Fernandez away from Nacional. He does have a minimum fee release clause for foreign clubs of 3.5 million. So I'm guessing I could do stuff with the wage budget and get him. I could get him quite comfortably if he's willing to leave. I don't know if he'd be willing to leave yet or not. But I wanted to just have a quick look then at the facilities, things like that as general. So fierce rivals are Deportivo Cali, and that is the Clásico Vallecaucano. Other rivals, Millonarios, which is a competitive one, as is Atletico Nacional, Independiente Santa Fe, Cortolua, Deportivo Pasto, Atletico de Cali. Is that who we play next? Boca Juniors de Cali as well. Is it Atletico de Cali we play next? It is, yeah. So we've immediately got 2 of our rival clubs in our first 2 games, which is great. I'm loving that. Facilities, that's what we want to have a look at. So we're playing the Olímpico Pascual Guerrero, 36,000 seater, all-seater stadium. That's decent. That is decent. It's 110 metres by 68. So I might go wider with it, but probably not any longer. Pitch conditions only okay. Good training facilities, great youth facilities, good academy coaching, good youth recruitment. So I'm kind of excited by the possibility of youth intake. They've already had it. It's in January, a bit like it is everywhere. Got some promising players there. Let's have a look at potential here. Jonathan Carmona. Oh, yes. Oh, we've got some players to bring up here, I think. Oh, yes. We've got some good stuff to be working with here. I am happy with this. Get a few of these guys out on loan, I think. Do we need... Was there anything else we needed to look at? Have we got any affiliates? So we are senior affiliate with Pedro Sejares. Oh, we've got an affiliate club in Croatia as well, in Šibenik. We can send players on loan there, but they don't have to be played. And there's no... I mean, they're in the second league in Croatia. There's no... we don't get any priority on signings. So I think that is really it. Just wanted to, just take the job, just have a look, see what's happening. I'm quite happy with that. It will be a case of, as I say, going through and having a look at the squad, having a look at the staff, figuring out a tactic. That's going to be a big thing, I think. As I say, I don't think we're going to be able to do the 4-2-3-1 here. We've got plenty of players that can play as striker, though. A hell of a lot of players that can play as a striker. So it could well be a case of doing something crazy, like 4-3-3 with an advanced forward and maybe a false 9 and a target man and a I don't know, just do a deep line forward, just mix it up a lot. Let's see. Who knows? Look at the squad quickly there. Pause it if you want to and have a look at how many players we've got. As I said, we've got a hell of a lot of wingers and strikers. I think that's what we're going to have to do. So let me know what sort of formation you would play here. And I will be back soon with our first couple of games, which are going to be tough. They are going to be tough, especially that Atletico Nacional one, 3-3 from that first leg. Can we get through that against Atletico Nacional? Hit the like button for me on this one, guys. Smash subscribe. Turn on those notifications as well. Check out the Kaiserslautern series. We are just reaching the end of the first season in the Bundesliga, so make sure you check that out and join me again for this one very soon. Thanks for watching. Adios, amigos.